I've got the Volantex Ranger 600 new 4-channel version out here again this morning, and I have it bound up to the TX16S. So it did bind up with the V761 protocol 4-channel. Let me see where my wind is. It's getting kind of windy out here now, so this might be the only flight with the TX16S today. Okay, so launching. Turning into the wind here. I've got it in fully stabilized mode. That's such a sweet plane. Coming into the wind. Okay, so I'm going to gain a little altitude, and I want to put it in full manual mode with the TX16S and see what it's like. Okay, going to full manual mode. Well, that's not bad at all with the TX16S and in full manual mode. Put it back in stabilized mode for just a minute. I want to. There, I've got it back in manual mode. I want to kick the elevator down a little bit. Alright, let's see here. It didn't want to pull a loop going into the wind. You gotta cut off the throttle to get it to loop through. All right, let's try a roll. Oh, very slow, but you can do it. Alright, I'm going to put it into mid mode. So all the gyro modes seem to be working just fine. I'm glad they kept the same V761 protocol that they've had on their other planes. So if you want this plane to be able to bind up to a multi-protocol transmitter, as long as you've got the chip that supports the V761 protocol, you're in business. You can fly it with your hobby grade transmitter. Alright, I'm going to put it back into fully stabilized mode. So it looks like in fully stabilized mode, maybe I need to recalibrate the gyro again, because it wants to push the nose down ever so slightly. Now I do have a a heavier battery in it. It's a 1S 500 milliamp hour battery, but it wants to push the nose up in full manual mode, and it wants to push the nose down in full stabilized mode. So I'd say that the gyro, I need to recalibrate the gyro again with the nose up a little bit. Take some of that trim out that I put in it earlier on the elevator. Whoa, we got a decent wind out here now, guys. That's only with that 500 milliamp hour battery, that's only 72 grams all up weight. That is so much fun. It's of course it's smoother. It's much smoother with the TX16S, you know, with the sticks on the TX16S, but it is really easy to fly with the stock transmitter. I did not have any problems with the stock transmitter. I think this might be my 5th flight with it now, and the first 4 flights were with the stock transmitter, and it was an absolute joy to fly, even with the stock transmitter. Okay, so let's climb up a little bit, and now that we got some wind, I want to cut the motor, and I just want to glide around, see what kind of glide it has on this wind. Okay, so ready? I'm gonna cut off throttle. Alright, throttle is off. Throttle is off. Throttle is off. It's almost hovering. Throttle's off. Alright, throttle's on. Came down nice and flat, didn't it? I mean, it had barely any nose down to it whatsoever. In fully stabilized mode. I can't believe I've already had it in the air for 7 minutes. Wow. Time flies when you're having fun with this little plane. I want to go one more circuit. And then I'll bring it in and land it. Isn't that awesome? Alright. We'll bring it back around and glide it in and land it. The easiest to fly beginner plane I've had an opportunity to fly so far. Just as easy as can be. Okay. Motor's off. So cool. I am having so much fun with this plane. I brought out 10 1S LiPos this morning. That's my 5th one. It's getting kind of breezy out. It might be past my lunchtime. I haven't checked in a while, but I think I'm going to put a couple more battery packs to it. I'm having an absolute blast with it. So yeah, if you're going to take it out, man, you're definitely going to want at least 6 battery packs for this plane. So if you're like me, and I've flown a lot of these little 1S microplanes, I have a lot of those 1S 400s, 1S 500s, I got some 550s, I might even have a 600 somewhere, but I've flown it with a 550 so far. It was 11, I think the heaviest one I put in it was 11.9 grams, didn't have any problems whatsoever, and hey, that's 25% more flight time, right? Going from a 400 milliamp hour to a 500 milliamp hour. So there'll be a link to it in the show notes. There is an exclusive link for Ground Control RC and an exclusive coupon code. It just now came out. It's a brand new plane. They have the 2 battery version listed at $139.99. The 3 battery version is only $2 more at $141.99. I think that for what you get and how well this plane flies, because it is absolutely the best beginner plane I've flown so far, I think it's a steal. But with the coupon code, I think it's supposed to bring it down to $112, I think, for the 2 battery version. You have to check the 3 battery version too, but if you get the 3 battery version for close to that, I would definitely pull the trigger on it. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the air.